Turkey's military says more than 300 fighters have been captured or killed. The Kurds say it's actually 29 of their fighters who have died. But the UN is also talking about the aerial strikes and the shelling, which has now displaced more than 100,000 people, with Turkey capturing 15 villages and setting up a military base at the border. In the past hour, the US Pentagon, during that briefing that you saw earlier, was also talking about Syria and insisted the US is still fully supporting their Kurdish allies. But concern about American troops is paramount.
Rather than get pulled into this conflict, we put the welfare of our soldiers first, while urging Turkey to forego its operation and working hard with us to address their concerns through the development of a security zone along the border. We remain in close coordination with the Syrian Democratic Forces who helped us destroy the physical caliphate of ISIS. But I will not place American service members in the middle of a long-standing conflict between the Turks and the Kurds. This is not why we are in Syria.
We are not waiting for terrorists to come to our door. We're now aiming to destroy terror organizations at their source. Turkey always respects the sovereignty and territorial integrity of our neighbors, but under one condition: we are not going to accept actions against our country.
Sinem Koseoglu is with us now from Istanbul. He is not stepping back at all, is he, Sinem? I noticed that the two American officials speaking earlier said that they felt there was no backward step, and I guess he's reiterating it there, the president.
Well, yes, Kemal, exactly. He's not stepping back, but everybody knew that this was coming. Even when we listened to the Pentagon officials a few hours ago, they were saying the same thing. Turkey was eager to do it if the U.S. didn't do anything. Mainly Erdogan said that he talked to U.S. President Donald Trump and other coalition members that if they don't stop cooperating with the Syrian Kurdish fighter group, the YPG, which Turkey sees as the Syria branch of the outlawed Kurdistan Workers' Party, Turkey would take a unilateral action. And he says, this is what we did. You didn't do what we told, so we took a unilateral action. We took care of ourselves by ourselves, and we will not stop it until the YPG moves 32 kilometers south of Turkey's border. The 32 kilometers is the designated area by Turkey for a possible safe zone in order to send back some of the millions of Syrian refugees in Turkey. But basically, he mentioned that Turkey would be sending back almost 4 million Syrian refugees back to this area. So it seems Turkey is not going to stop this operation until Turkey gets that 30 kilometers deep of a safe zone by its border, because Erdogan said that Turkey is receiving threats by this organization in Syria and also in Iraq. That's why Turkey is conducting cross-border operations against this organization, which doesn't aim any harm to those countries' territorial integrity. But it's been 3 days so far, despite NATO's statements that Turkey's security concerns towards the YPG are legitimate. Still, Turkey doesn't have much international support for this operation, but Erdogan seems not to stop. But there is a perception here in Turkey, mainly in the Turkish capital Ankara, Kemal, that US President Donald Trump is dealing with domestic politics and he's kind of stuck somehow. So far it seems like the US is trying to give Turkey two options, they say. Either you halt this operation or you make peace with this Kurdish group YPG, which Turkey is totally against. And in this press conference, Turkish president said that Turkey will never make a peace with this organization because the YPG is also named as a traitor, a betrayer by the Syrian regime, because yesterday Syrian Deputy Foreign Minister said that the regime also is not thinking about any dialogue with the YPG, as they are a separatist group and they betrayed Syria.
Sinem Koseoglu with the update from Istanbul. Thank you, Sinem.